Welcome to Stay Wavy TV. Enjoy and ride the wave.
It's good, y'all. It's your boy Wavy. Triple H buried LA Knight for the final time at the Royal Rumble this past Saturday. Now, LA Knight was my prediction to win the Royal Rumble, but boy was I wrong. Okay, now let's talk about what happened before LA Knight showed up, because he was written off TV the last time we saw LA Knight. The last time we saw LA Knight, he was put on top of a car and he was tsunami slammed by Bronson Reed, who's about 400 pounds, okay? He was written off of TV. He was gone for about, I want to say like 2 months, little over 2 months. And we all know that LA Knight was going to return at the Royal Rumble. Now, LA Knight is a former two-time United States champion. He definitely has the potential to be the biggest babyface in the company next to Cody Rhodes. But because of how he's been booked, Triple H is trying to do everything in his power to get the fans to not look at LA Knight as a big deal, okay? He wants the fans to look at LA Knight like a jobber, a mid-carder, right? Triple H, for some weird reason, does not look at LA Knight as a top star. And it's obvious that LA Knight is probably not going to ever win a major world champion. He's probably never going to win the World Heavyweight Championship, and he's probably never going to win the WWE Undisputed Championship. Okay? He lost the Money in the Bank twice. The most recent Money in the Bank was in LA, which is LA Knight's hometown, where it looked like LA Knight was going to win the Money in the Bank, but Seth Rollins ended up winning the Money in the Bank. Then we thought LA Knight was going to win the King of the Ring. He lost to Jey Uso. You know what I'm saying? He lost to Jey Uso, bro, the Yeet Man. You know what I'm saying? And then he was in this feud with The Vision, right? Where The Vision just absolutely destroyed LA Knight, right? Wrote him off of TV, took him backstage. Bronson Reed put him on top of the car. Bronson Reed tsunami slammed him like 3 times while he was laying on top of the car. He probably actually got injured in real life, because I don't care how fake wrestling is, bruh. If a man that's only 5'10", almost 400 pounds, if he's putting his body weight on top of you while you're laying on top of a vehicle, that's gonna hurt, okay? You can't fake that, okay? Now, let's get into what exactly took place in this Royal Rumble. So, LA Knight enters at number 21. And I get very excited at this moment because, like I said, I picked LA Knight to win this Royal Rumble because he deserves it, right? Cody Rhodes is no longer the undisputed champion. Cody Rhodes is currently in the process of turning heel. LA Knight should be the biggest babyface in the company, and he should be positioned to be so. So he pretty much joins forces with Cody Rhodes to eliminate Brock Lesnar, right? He also, eliminates Bronson Reed and Austin Theory, right? Which makes sense because, they're a part of the Vision, right? They're a part of the people that basically wrote him off TV. But LA Knight ends up getting eliminated by Cody Rhodes, and guess who's still in the Royal Rumble after LA Knight is eliminated? Logan Paul. When Bronson Reed tsunami slammed LA Knight on top of that car, Logan Paul was right there helping Bronson Reed do it. So if you're going to bring back LA Knight after he was written off of TV by the Vision, why would you bring him back to only eliminate Bronson Reed and Austin Theory? He also helped Cody Rhodes eliminate Brock Lesnar as well, right? So that I guess some people can say, oh, that's a good look. He eliminated Brock Lesnar, Bronson Reed, Austin Theory. No, it's not a good look. Because the fact of the matter is LA Knight should have won the Royal Rumble. He's the guy that not only does he deserve it, but he needs this more than anybody else. He needs this more than Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns just had the title for like almost 4 years straight. And listen, I love Roman Reigns as a wrestler. I was happy that Roman Reigns won the Royal Rumble, but did he deserve to win it more than LA Knight? Hell no. Hell nah. So, where does LA Knight go from here? That's the question. where does LA Knight go from here? Does he continue to feud with the Vision in 2026? Is that what's going to happen? Are we going to continue to see LA Knight get his ass whooped by Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker, LeBron James, and Bronny James and Logan Paul? Is that what we're going to get in 2026? By the way, guys, LA Knight is 44 years old. It's not like LA Knight is in his early 30s or mid 30s. This man is 44 years old, bro. He went from TNA to coming to the WWE, made himself get over. He didn't see it, and that's a part of the reason why Triple H hates LA Knight. Triple H hates when guys get over on their own. He only likes when you get over with his assistants. Right? Triple H doesn't like the fact that LA Knight is already over because he didn't play a role in that. He never wanted LA Knight to get over how he got over. Plus, you got a lot of wrestlers like Triple H, because it's not only Triple H. A lot of wrestlers don't like LA Knight because they feel like he stole from Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock. And it's true, right? Like, LA Knight is like a mixture of Stone Cold and The Rock mixed together. But at the end of the day, he's not the first or the last wrestler to take things from people that came before him. Hulk Hogan stole his whole character from somebody else. I forgot his name, but bro, this happens all the time, right? Like, some people may feel like Braun Breaker is stealing from Scott Steiner. Some people feel like Ryback was a remixed version of Goldberg. These type of comparisons happen all the time, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's literally a part of the business. That's no reason to not like LA Knight if you're a former wrestler or current wrestler. But when you look at how Triple H was talking to LA Knight on WWE Unreal, right? Apparently, during the Money in the Bank last year, apparently LA Knight made a mistake. And Triple H, like, absolutely nailed him to the cross for this, bro. Like, Triple H was just talking to him like he was a little kid, like he was his son. And he just kept telling LA Knight what he did wrong. And, you know, LA Knight is just sitting there, not saying nothing, looking frustrated, just shaking his head. You know, you could tell he really wanted to tell Triple H to shut the fuck up. He wanted to curse him out. But that's his boss, right? If he says how he feels, then, you know, he's probably not gonna, you know, be on TV at all. So he just took it. But, I mean, are we really gonna sit here and act like LA Knight is the only guy that makes mistakes? Tiffany Stratton injured herself doing her own finishing move. She botched it. You don't see Triple H calling out Tiffany Stratton. You know what I'm saying? We done seen Jey Uso, who won the Royal Rumble last year. When Jey Uso had that World Heavyweight title, he was botching week after week after week. He was botching on the mic doing his promos. He was botching in the ring because he was tired for yeeting for 30 minutes straight. We didn't see Triple H telling off Jey Uso for not doing something properly. But he damn sure wanted to tell LA Knight. And I'm going to tell you why, bro. Because, you know, LA Knight don't got no family members that was a part of the business. See, Jey Uso's protected because he's related to The Rock. Roman Reigns is protected because he's related to The Rock. Braun Breaker is protected because he's Scott Steiner's nephew, you know, Rick Steiner's son, right? If you're somebody that's a wrestler and your family was already in the business, you're protected. You don't got to worry about Triple H, you know, making you look like a child on in front of the world on TV. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be honest, man. LA Knight's contract is coming to an end some point this year. I think LA Knight just needs to leave the WWE and go to AEW, bro. Because Triple H and TKO in the WWE, they are absolutely wasting this guy's potential. He's not getting any younger. He's pushing 50 years old. He has all of the talent in the world. He has a great theme song. He's great at cutting promos. He's funny. He's a tremendous in-ring wrestler. You know what I'm saying? The guy actually looks like a wrestler. You know, and it's sad to say, but in 2026, a lot of the wrestlers that signed to the WWE Like, if you didn't already know them and you were in Walmart and you ran into guys like Dominic Mysterio or JD McDonald's, you wouldn't know these guys are wrestlers. But LA Knight, when you see LA Knight in person, you know he's some type of athlete. He actually looks like a wrestler, right? Similar to a Drew McIntyre. LA Knight, when you think of how many unnecessary losses that he took in 2025, he 100% should have won the Royal Rumble, bro. And it's safe to say that, you know, it's over. He's buried. Triple H has no major plans for LA Knight anytime soon, bro. And if you're LA Knight, if you make the mistake of re-signing to this company, then you're comfortable at that point. You're comfortable being a jobber. I think LA Knight needs to leave the WWE, go to AEW, and just finish your career with AEW, man, because his career in the WWE, it is officially over. There is literally nothing that Triple H can do at this point to fix LA Knight's image in the WWE. There's nothing he can do. Nothing. It's over. It's over, bro. It's done, bro. LA Knight, unfortunately, bro, LA Knight has not been booked how he is supposed to be booked, bro. And this is all because Triple H just isn't good at his job, bro. Triple H allows his ego to not run the business how it's supposed to be ran. You know what I'm saying? And that's why the WWE is going downhill. That's why you got fans in Saudi Arabia chanting, "We want Vince," because Triple H, he's just not doing a good job at his job. He doesn't know what he's doing. And Triple H is the kind of guy where you can't tell him nothing. If you try to tell him to do something, he not gonna listen because he feels like he feels like because he's a former pro wrestler and because he's married to the former boss's daughter and because he was the game and he was a multiple-time world champion, Triple H thinks that he knows everything about the business. When in all actuality, bro, if Triple H did not marry Stephanie McMahon, he would not be as big as he is today, bro. He would not be in the position that he is in today. That's a fact. That is an absolute fact. The only reason why Triple H had the career that he had in the WWE, WWF is because he married Stephanie McMahon. And what he's doing to LA Knight is criminal, bro. It's criminal what Triple H has done to LA Knight since he came to the WWE about 3 years ago. It's criminal, bro. All this man can say is he's a two-time United States champion. That's it. So with that being said, man, it's your boy Wavy. Stay Wavy TV. Make sure y'all subscribe. Please hype the video. Click that hype button. And let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section. It's your boy Wavy. I'm out.
Yo, Stay Wavy TV, ride the vibe with me, splash through your screen, drip clean like the sea, high tide energy, never on mute. From the sun, let the motion move you, stay tuned, stay free, stay